But I do think I figured it out. I think I figured out why this book is like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want you to take a look at chapter 42, verse 15, because all of this is Ezekiel describing a temple in great detail.
Okay, so this bit about the outside dimensions of the temple complex.
Could you give me a quick read of that, please?
Yeah, sure. When he finished measuring inside the temple complex, he led me out by way of the gate that faced east and measured all around the complex. He measured the east side with the measuring rod. It was 875 feet by the measuring rod. He measured the north side. It was 875 feet by the measuring rod. He measured the south side. It was 875 feet by the measuring rod. Then he turned to the west side and measured 875 feet by the measuring rod. He measured the temple complex on all four sides. It had a wall all around it, 870 feet long and 875 feet wide, to separate the holy from the common.
Right, so in that first bit there, east side, north side, south side, west side, they're all 875 feet, right? If those four sides are the same, like what would you call that? Like what kind of space is that?
A square?
That's right. So the Book of Ezekiel is brought to you by Squarespace.
Oh, Lord.
Do you have a great idea for the destruction of the nations that are bound by iniquity? Don't wander around throwing your hair at people. Just sign up for Squarespace and make a beautiful website. Use promo code INIQUITY for 20% off.
I can't believe it. I can't believe you did that.
If you could go to chapter 44, we get the altar here in chapter 43. Can you take a quick look at chapter 44, verses, let's say, 17 and 18? Could you give me a quick read on that?
17 and 18?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. When they enter the gates of the inner court, they must wear linen garments. They must not have on them anything made of wool when they minister at the gates of the inner court and within it. They must wear linen okay. All right. They must wear linen turbans on their head and linen undergarments around their waist. They are not to put on anything that makes them sweat.
That's right. So what Ezekiel's saying is that you need something with micromodal fabric that is 3 times more comfortable than cotton. That's right. The Book of Ezekiel is brought to you this week by MeUndies, the most comfortable linen undies that you will ever own. Please use promo code VENGEANCE for 20% off your first order.
Jeez.
Can you just real quick flip it over to chapter 46?
You know I can.
Yeah. Can you just give me like a real quick read of chapter 46, verse 4 through, let's say like verse 4 through 7?
Okay. Here we go. The burnt offering that the prince presents to the Lord on the Sabbath day is to be 6 unblemished lambs and an unblemished ram. The grain offering will be half a bushel with the ram, and the grain offering with the lambs will be whatever he wants to give, as well as a gallon of oil for every half bushel. On the day of the new moon, the burnt offering is to be a young, unblemished bull, as well as 6 lambs and a ram without blemish. He will provide a grain offering of half a bushel with the bull, half a bushel with the ram, and whatever he can afford with the lambs, together with a gallon of oil for every half bushel.
Yeah, those are very specific instructions.
Is there a way I could possibly get them pre-measured and delivered directly to my home?
Yeah, that's right. This week, the Book of Ezekiel is brought to you by Blue Apron. If you're looking for someone to provide you with the proper grain and lambs, as well as the easy instructions for preparing it, just head over to Blue Apron and use promo code EATTHESCROLL for 20% off your first order.
Oh God! All right. Do we have a Casper one? Should I flip somewhere that we can read about Casper mattress?
I stopped at 3.
Okay.
I was really on the lookout for any mention of teeth, but unfortunately, it did not happen. It was a little upsetting.
Yeah,
but I told you I had a good bit for this one.
You did tell me you had a good bit, a very good bit.